This week's Retail Week is brought to you by Avail, Phosphorus Fertilizer Enhancer. Never stop pushing. Welcome back to another edition of Crop Life Retail Week. I am rejoined by Eric. God, I haven't seen you in a long time.
I know, I'm sorry, I've been busy and on the road, so apologize for that.
You both have been. It's been a little nutty. Well, I was at home during the Commodity Classic, although the last 2 weeks I've had single day discussions about precision past, present, and future with AgReliant Genetics folks. I had a meeting in Omaha. This just got back from that yesterday, and then last week was Sioux Falls. So it's been a whirlwind tour with those folks, but I think it was pretty well received and good stuff there. And I got to see a lot of the releases coming from Commodity Classic. Sorry I missed it. It's always a fun show to go to as well as informative. So I missed being that week. I feel like there's kind of a hole for me. But anyway, so I get to live it through emails and missives you guys send from the road. So what's the word?
Yeah, actually Commodity Classic was very well attended. They had over 9,400 folks there pre-registration. So when the final attendance numbers come out, I suspect that 10,000 might not be out of the realm of possibility. Most growers at the meeting were kind of resigned, Paul, that 2017 will be a little bit of a breather year for them, trying to recover from some of the losses they had with low commodity prices, high input prices in 16. But everyone's anticipating that 2018 will be better, and most of the folks on the floor did talk about soybean and soybean-related products. Very, very hard to find anybody talking about corn.
Yeah, you were mentioning that at the staff meeting, that soybeans were the bomb at this thing.
Yeah, and again, according to the projection for planting, we're going to have almost as much soybean planted in 17 as corn, which is probably the first time that's ever happened in my memory of the last 20 years. So.
Interesting. Any mood from the exhibitors in terms of what they were thinking?
Yeah, most of the exhibitors seemed that they were getting ready to hit 17, the ground running in 17, and do what they can for their customer base. But most folks were actually talking about new product introductions coming this fall, so that would be for the 2018 season, and that would include the crop protection folks and the equipment folks. So it looks like I say, 17 may be a little bit of a pause as we move into a next, hopefully, up cycle for agriculture come 2018.
And of course, you can't go to this thing without talk about the consolidation and combinations of companies that are pending coming down the road.
Absolutely, yeah, Paul. It looks like the Big Six will formally become a Big Four. The talk at the show was that Syngenta and ChemChina will close here shortly, and Dow DuPont, which was getting some resistance from the EU regulators, will now probably also be approved with some concessions. So we'll wait to see what happens there. And here is one of the speakers from the show, Rob Fraley from Monsanto, talking about the Bayer-Monsanto pairing and innovation in the marketplace and what that'll mean for everyone, including the growers.
We know as a company that the opportunity with all the innovations that are coming in the ag space are tremendous. I mean, new next generation biotechnology tools like gene editing, like RNAi, advances on the digital ag side, sensors, satellites. And one of the things we've come to the conclusion over the last 3 or 4 years is, as a company, we just needed to invest more. And if we're going to bring these innovations to farmers. And well, I have to admit, when Bayer first made the proposal to Monsanto, I was a little, shaken and taken back. But as we've gone through it and we've looked at it, and we've had a long history of working together. We admire their innovation and their capabilities. It's that combination that's going to allow us to invest more. It's that combination that's going to let us invest smarter. And it's that combination, really importantly, is going to bring integrated solutions together, which I think is really key to bringing productivity enhancements to farmers. So we talk a lot about integrated solutions, but let me paint the picture for you so you understand where I see the industry going and why this is so important to bring the seeds, the traits, and the data science tools together with their chemistry portfolio. The way research is today, and I was just talking to a bunch of growers this morning just painting this picture. I mean, today, if we're breeding corn or soybean or cotton, or frankly tomatoes for peppers, we know every single gene in that seed. And we're able to make better and better combinations. We're often complementing that with new biotechnology traits. You know, we're developing corn seeds for the future that are going to have 15 or 20 genes. You know, we're coating those seeds with seed treatments and chemistries and biologicals. You know, with the precision ag tools, we're making recommendations to growers on where to plant, what populations to use, and giving them a lot of agronomic advice. And now with these data science tools, you know, the satellite imagery that's going to go over that field every day can start to pick out the early development of insect or disease problems. It's natural now to bring the chemistry in and the recommendations to integrate all of these tools for farmers so that they're using exactly the right product at the right time that complements the seed, the genetics, and the traits. And so, you know, I describe it as what these tools will do for farming is kind of what Amazon has done for shopping. I don't know about you guys, but I hate to do Christmas shopping in the store, so I do a lot of Amazon. And you think of what they've done. Lots of choice, lots of options, complete transparency, tracking, efficiency. You get on Amazon, they start making recommendations on what you can do better and how you can shop smarter. That same kind of toolkit's now available to farmers.
So that's what Rob Fraley had to say at Commodity Classic regarding the anticipated Bayer-Monsanto merger and what it will mean for the marketplace.
Interesting. I noticed too that the Commodity Classic is actually going to be a midweek show next week.
Yeah, that was the one thing that was kind of a change. The show has usually been a Thursday, Friday, Saturday affair, but next year it's going to be held in Anaheim, and in anticipation of perhaps folks bringing their families to spend some time at Disneyland, they're going to try a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday schedule next year. So if you're going to Commodity Classic in 18, plan a midweek event, not the end of the week.
You know what a huge Disney fan I am. Big Disney fan, so
know.
I might have to go next year. Well, that's it for this edition of Crop Life Retail Week. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
There are no marks of conflict lining this landscape. No echoes of economic hardship. Just the unmistakable murmur of Mother Nature's hand. In the perennial quest to outperform, ensure your crop gets the nutrients it craves with Avail Phosphorus Fertilizer Enhancer. Nothing helps protect your investment more, so you can grow confidently no matter what comes your way. Avail. Hold your ground.
Thank you to this week's video sponsor, Avail Phosphorus Fertilizer Enhancer from Verdesian Life Sciences.